There are times in our lives when we feel really downhearted about things, and sometimes we've got to rely simply upon God's mercy in some situation in our life for things we're praying about. Sometimes we need to simply pray and call upon the nature of God's character. In other words, His character, which is kindness and mercy, understanding and grace. Forget about sometimes all the promises that we could claim from the Word of God. Sometimes we simply need to reach out and challenge God to simply have mercy upon us according to the very nature of who He is, His very kindness, His very mercy. We see an example of this with Hezekiah when the Lord, through the prophet Isaiah, said to him when he was ill that he was going to die and would not recover. And Hezekiah simply cried to the Lord in the virtue of God's mercy and kindness. Nothing else. He didn't claim any promises. He didn't pray any elaborate prayers. He simply called upon the nature of God's character, His very mercy and kindness. And God looked down and saw Hezekiah's sadness and hurt and had mercy on him. And through again the prophet Isaiah said that He would restore his health and give him another 15 years of life. And we need to be doing the same, because there are times in our lives when we feel that God is withholding perhaps a blessing, or that God is not answering us perhaps as quick as we would like. And perhaps in our hearts we really feel that we really do need an answer now, very soon, at this current time in our season. And we can't claim any promises. We simply have to come to the Lord. And He says that He delights in those who hope in His mercy. He delights. And we come to Him and we say, Lord, You've been good to me in the past, and I can't claim any promises. You may have said no to something I'm asking about at this current time, but it's so very important to me. It's so very important. Please, in Your mercy, come and grant me Your favour. Come and answer this prayer now for me at this season in my life. And don't give it to me with reluctance or with anger or anything like that, but give it to me with Your full blessing, just like You did with Hezekiah when you said to them no concerning his health, and he cried to You, Lord, and You had mercy on him, and You didn't reluctantly come to him and answer him in mercy. You came to him with a blessing, because he really did depend upon Your character and Your mercy. May we do exactly that before God. Come to Him and simply hope in His mercy. Pray according to the very character and nature of God, that He will step down and overrule despite what seems to be no hope. And in His mercy and in His character, in the very nature that God is, He will turn around our situation and grant us favour.